Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Fernando, and today we have a special video. We want to show you guys a brand new DocRace S58 M3 turbo kit. It does also fit the M4. Now, this is going to go on my personal vehicle, which is a shop car. And the reason why we chose DocRace, obviously there's a couple other brands that are very nice, but we chose DocRace because we have a long-standing relationship with them. We've been working with them for many years, and when we saw that they're coming out with a turbo kit, we immediately gravitated, wanted to do something new and help those guys out, and at the same time bring you a new turbo kit and show off what they have to offer. So here it is. Obviously we have the turbo manifold. It's a T4 divided. It's a dual wastegate MVR 44 millimeter. You do have two bungs here that you can use to put additional O2 sensors or wideband sensors. They include the Turbo Smart wastegates. These are the Gen 5 45 millimeter, and has a really nice heat shield. Bolts up so that you can avoid some of that heat onto the chassis. They use vibrant hoses that are going to be for oil and coolant. Along with the manifold, they give you a brand new set of OEM exhaust manifold gaskets, so that's nice. The wastegate dump tubes. One feature I like about the dump tubes is that they have a connection here. So both of these will kind of attach to each other via this tab, and so you won't have to worry about it moving around or shifting, with vibration. So that's pretty cool. So you have more lines here. Oh, another feature I wanted to touch base is that a lot of turbo kits, this is something real basic, but a lot of turbo kits don't bring it, and I don't know why, but T-bolt clamps. T-bolt clamps hold a lot better than your standard clamps that you'll find like in, say, AutoZone. Much better, US made, very nice. So I like that touch from them. Also, we have the intercooler piping, or I guess cold side piping. It already comes with the bungs for your OEM sensors, all the bolts. Then you have the downpipe that's going to connect to your factory exhaust system. And then of course the turbo. This is a 6785 Next Gen R. It's probably not the most common turbocharger that you'll put on this car, but I thought it was something different, cool. I want to see how much it makes. I've seen this turbo run 7s on a Honda. So it's not a slouch by any means, but I definitely want to see what it does. But depending on how much power you want to make is what you're going to choose for a turbocharger. So if you want to make 1300 plus, then you might want to go with a 76 millimeter, like a 7685 or the new 7680. But for something more streetable, quick spool up, then I would probably tell you, hey, let's go with a Garrett G40 1150 or a G35 turbo, which is going to spool immediately. So it just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. Like what is it that you want for your vehicle? Do you want a quick car on the 60 to 130? Do you want a quarter mile type, fun? But we can help you with all that if you're not sure. Just let us know and we'll kind of walk you through it if you're unsure which way to go. With this 6785, I'm assuming we're probably going to be running around, starting off maybe a 1100 wheel. Now, take into consideration that when you go with this type of air, even though we upgraded our intake manifold, we still need to work on those temps. So you're going to have to do something in order to get cooler temperatures in the engine bay. Obviously the intercooler is limited, so we might have to end up running a ice tank. So basically we'll make an ice box in the back of the car, run some lines to the front to the intercooler, and in that way we'll cool down the air temps a lot better. Now, it doesn't mean that you need to do that for your turbo kit. If you run something smaller, like a 71 millimeter or a 6780, then you won't need that. You will be fine with just using the Mishimoto intercooler or the CSF intercooler, whichever one that you've already had on your car. But definitely want to run an upgraded intake manifold or intercooler. You know, I've been around the industry for a little while, you know, maybe 20 years, and I've seen a lot of fast cars. I've seen the industry be at a super high and then down to a low, and I'm very excited about what BMW has done, like the B58, the S58. It's a platform that nobody thought was going to do what it's doing today. Like, it's, you know, you're taking a sedan, you know, putting a turbo kit, some more modifications to cater to the turbo kit, and you can make this a mid 8 second car. So that's pretty amazing. I mean, and speaking for myself, we've done twin turbo R8s, we've done McLarens, we've done a lot of cool cars. We've, you know, 7 second Hondas that we've seen here through the shop, and this really has brought a lot of life into the sport and into many companies. You know, we have such a big aftermarket support for it that it's really exciting. So, and then you see some of these parts, like a lot of these are US made. You know, DocRace pretty much came up with everything. We have these, instead of using your traditional vacuum hose, they use push lock vacuum. That's going to be a better component than just having a standard vacuum line. Just like I mentioned about these T-bolt clamps. Another cool feature is it comes with a blanket. This blanket's going to hold a lot of heat and you know, keep that away from the chassis or from other components in the engine bay. And that's pretty much it, guys. We're excited to put this kit on. It looks like they thought of everything. They have all kinds of fittings and lines to make sure that everything fits properly. So we're going to install it, and then we're going to let you guys know how everything fit. But that'll be here in the near future once we put everything back in the car, engine, transmission. Of course, we went with a pure stage 3. We'll show you guys that later, but this is the turbo kit. Wanted to show you guys all about it. So this concludes our video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We are going to be having more videos coming up for our Shop G80. We want to thank Pure Drivetrain for being a big sponsor. We want to thank CP, Carrillo, Ferrea, DocRace, of course. But we're going to be showing you guys a lot of cool video. We're going to be installing the transmission, building the motor. We're going to put the turbo kit on, and then, you know, showing you some dyno footage, and then we're going to hit the track. Okay, so stay tuned, guys. Make sure you subscribe, like. See you on the next one.